3D hip rotations. This sequence of movements will ensure that the hip will be exposed to its current outer ranges in all three planes. Starting with a small three-dimensional rotation, with time and consistency, the joint will start to move with more freedom and improve its overall movement capabilities. In a standing position, externally rotate the leg whilst flexing it up in front of you. Straighten the shin before opening the hip to the side, then internally rotate the hip whilst extending the leg behind you to a standing position. You'll then reverse the process. So extend at the hip whilst lifting the foot up and out and attempting to hold that internally rotated position. Bring the knee in front, externally rotate and place the foot back to your start position. Ensure that you encourage all the movement to come from the hip and not by leaning to the side, hyperextending your back or tilting your pelvis to create fake range. You want to feel like the head of your thigh bone is moving inside the hip capsule and creating all the movement without any compensations. Don't think of this as just hip circles, as some of the parts of the 3D rotation will be a lot smaller and tougher than others. Keep the movement smooth and controlled and avoid any pinching or pain. If there's a part of the rotation that starts to induce any feeling of a pinch, then just make the movement smaller and then be consistent within that range that you know you have. When you first start out and you're practicing the movement, instead of counting reps, just put a stopwatch on and time yourself for 1 minute on each side. This will mean that you're not worrying about getting through a certain amount of repetitions and you're just practicing the movement as you go. To make sure that your hips stay level, simply place your hand on the side of your pelvis. This will give you feedback as to whether you're tilting off to the side or whether you're keeping your hip level. If it's level, then your hip is going to be doing the majority of the movement and you won't be cheating by trying to lift your body to the side.